Welcome. My name is Reatha Butler, broker owner of Garrett Residential here in Colorado Springs, serving the Falcon Peyton area and surrounding markets. For March 2023, this update is specific to 80831. And if you're familiar with this community, you realize one thing. It is such a diverse community that makes up 80831. So a lot of times the phraseology is Falcon Peyton. We've also used the phrase, I live in Peyton or I live in the real Peyton. So this market is very diverse. And if you need specifically your market area, your subdivision, even your home, I can basically do any market analysis that you want. Okay. So let's start with new listings. New listings at the end of March 2023 we're about 68 units. So that was down almost a little bit over 50% from previous year, which was at 149. How many homes sold? 71 homes sold in March. That is also about 18% drop in 2022 levels, which were about 87. And I don't feel like that 18% drop is huge. And then for median sales prices for the end of March was 510,000, and that was down significantly. That was a $40,000 drop over the previous year, which was at 550. Average sales prices $531,000. This is huge, 575,000 versus 2022. So conceptually, if you're working with it, if you were to sell your home last year, you're looking at a good $40,000, $45,000 to the good compared to this year. And that's just average. And remember, I told you that this market is hugely diverse and we have enough inventory in subdivisions and different locales within 80831 for you to kind of get the same assessment done specifically to your subdivision. Okay. So days on market, 55 days on market. You remember last year, homes were flying off the market. You couldn't keep them on the market. So same time last year, about 10 days. That is huge. The month supply for inventory right now is 1.4, and that means we have 1.5 months of supply of inventory, meaning that if nothing else came on the market, it would take us about 1.5 months to get rid of the current inventory. And let me catch this for you real quick. 0.9 is the current was last year. So that's what you were seeing. You were seeing homes come on the market and just fall off the market so quickly. Rule of thumb with regard to months on market, it is 4 to 6 months rule of thumb to even get to a balanced market. And as much as people are dreading that, we would like to see a little more balance in the market. It is still considered a seller's market, but it's taking on some strange attributes, meaning a seller's market, but sellers still have to be very competitive with their pricing. Buyers are making requests because they're paying more for your home in terms of for them. So your home prices may have gone down, but for the buyer, their interest rate impacts, all the instability in the market, all the volatility, give them a little bit more buying power because they kind of know that you as a seller may not have droves and droves of buyers coming through. So consider that. Housing affordability index. Based on just the definition alone, the higher this number is, the better. What it says is that a region, not just our Peyton area 80831, but a region is affordable to the people that live there. Well, basically, this is, I want to say, the third or fourth month that this number continues to decline, and it's gone high and low. It's been volatile all these years. But we all know that the hot button in today's market is housing affordability. Okay. So it's nothing we're going to solve overnight, but I just want to give you a heads up that if you're considering buying or selling homes, the home prices and interest rates and what's on the market is going to impact the availability of homes and the availability of affordable homes. Okay. So now we go to here. This is a chart that I provide to anybody that requested. So if you gave me your name and your email address and permission, I would send this chart to you. And what the chart really talks about is whether or not we're in a seller's market or what type of market we are in. So with 80831, we are in a slight seller's market. It's to the seller's advantage still. We've seen those numbers change, but for the most part, it's still a seller's market. So I encourage you, if you're curious about your home, you don't have to be wanting to sell tomorrow or anything. But if you're curious about your home, reach out, get the information that's available to you. And so you can make what they call a wise decision with regard to whether or not this is the right market to buy. Right market to buy or sell. Sellers are out there because they either have moves that they're required to make, life changes and things like that. Buyers are out there for the same reason. They're not slowing down because of the interest rate. And mind you, I'm seeing less of an issue for many buyers with regard to interest rates. And what's happening is they're kind of getting over the what used to be syndrome, right? They now know that the market will never go back to 2.5%, 3.5%. Mortgage rates, I'm not going to say never, but for the time being, they also see what's happening in the market with regard to home prices. They didn't plummet down. So now they're basically saying, I'd rather get in the market now, marry my house that I want and date my rate. And if I date my rate, I can refinance anytime. So if you're a seller, the hardest part for you maybe is that you have a good interest rate or good mortgage rate. You're not trying to give it up anytime soon. But if you have capital, if you have money to go into a new home, you can pretty much get equal or to lesser monthly payments for yourself and put yourself in a greater position in terms of equity over the long term. So there's so many possibilities. And my name is Reatha Butler. I am here to help. And more importantly, I'm here to help you real estate confidently. Reach out to me anytime. My information is below, and you take care. Have a great day.